Tower Companies is a three-generation family development company specializing in real estate development in the Washington, D.C. area. We build apartment buildings, office parks, shopping centers, shopping malls, hotels, industrial. When we started building green buildings 12, 14 years ago, we knew we had to go beyond what the norm was in real estate. If you just do what everyone else does, you will not excel, you will not differentiate, you will not become market leaders. You'll be the same as everyone else and offer the same products. So how do you differentiate? You differentiate by creating environments that make people excel. And we look at everything we do as the norm is not good enough. And when we built this building, the motto we picked for this building was going beyond green, because we need to do more than just the material level of a building to really elevate the creative experience. I learned Transcendental Meditation 35 years ago, and I was really taken to TM and decided to learn TM because of the scientific research. Then there were only 16 studies, but they were very impressive, and it really represented everything I wanted to grow in my life. Now there are over 600 studies produced by must be 30 or 40 countries and hundreds of institutions, including the US government National Institute of Health. And what I noticed is that creativity was really a product of the stillness of the mind, the quiet of the mind. The quieter the mind, the more coherent the mind. The more coherent, the more intuitive. The more intuitive, the more flexible. And I thought, I don't know anyone who couldn't use that. Hi, Rory.
Hi, Jeffrey. How are you?
Rory has
When I joined Tower, Jeffrey introduced to me the concept of TM, and he thought, and I agreed, that there'd be a great opportunity for all the Tower employees to learn how to meditate, and it just worked out great for us. My health checkups have never been better. I have a history in my family of high blood pressure and high cholesterol and other kind of blood pressure things, and they're just perfect now. My doctor can't believe how perfect they are, and in fact, I just had a checkup 2 weeks ago, and my wife can't even believe it because I don't eat as well as I should, but my body's in great shape, and you know, I've never felt better. I have a brother out in San Francisco that I see every few years, and each year I see him, he thinks I'm looking younger. And of course, I don't know what he's talking about, but you know, so you definitely, you feel it, you feel relaxed, and you feel energized. It's just amazing.
I was interested, but I think very cautious about it, because like anybody, I think when you're working with your family or you're doing things that your family does, for me anyway, I'm less inclined to get involved with something like that. But there were many, many people within the organization who had been meditating for a long time and were very positive about their experiences. And so I decided that I was interested in trying it. My work environment is very hectic, and there are a million things that are always going on at any given time. And so I find for myself, I can get very caught up in sort of the madness of all of those things. And what I really need to do is kind of come back into myself, quiet my mind a little bit so that I can focus. I mean, if you have, let's say, 20 things going on in your head all at once and there's no way to sort of organize that, it feels very frenetic. And I spend a lot of energy for a very little bit of output. There's a pretty famous business phrase, and it's work smarter, not harder. And I think that that is really what meditation has done for me.
TM has helped so much with my job, as before there was never enough time, it seemed like, to get everything done in one day. Now that I've been practicing TM, it's your mind's so clear when you're looking at a problem that the problem isn't that severe anymore, and it's very easily solved, and you move on to the next one.
It clears my mind. It gives me the ability to not only focus, but prioritize what I have to do. 20 minutes, twice a day, results in an extra 2 hours a day. I don't even know how you measure it, but it is measurable. The amount of work that you can get done and get done the right way the first time.
It's just very restful and peaceful, and sometimes it just puts things in perspective.
It's energizing. You know, when I leave here, I need more energy to do things at home, and it puts things in perspective. And I'm not so used to quiet. Our home is pretty loud. We have a lot of animals, and so, gee, the concept of quiet, I didn't even think that might help. You know, and it has helped.
It's helped me sleep better. It's helped me feel better, healthier. It's helped me, I think, maybe with weight control. I'm beginning to lose weight again, and have just a more positive outlook. Definitely energizing, but a more positive outlook on life.
I've been meditating for about 10 years. I learned during my divorce because I thought I needed to calm down. And it was a pretty stressful time, and it helped tremendously. It made things a lot easier with my children. In fact, my kids, if I start to get annoyed, Mom, do you need to go meditate? The kids can really lay it on the line for you, can't they? But yeah, I find also, like what Linda was saying about the energizing, when you meditate in the afternoon, it gives you that last little boost to get through the day where you're not dragging.
It relieves a lot of stress for me in a really busy personal life and professional life. It just relieves all the stress, so I can get everything done.
I felt that it would help me with, just like Gina said, my personal life as well as my professional life, and it has. It's been remarkable for me. It's been over the top. It calmed me down. It took away a tremendous amount of stress. It helps me focus on my work. It keeps me very optimistic. I love working with the people here. I've been practicing law for 25 years. I've been in many, many difficult, stressful situations. I would say that the work here is as challenging. Maybe, different clients have presented different types of problems, but this is as challenging, and I never feel frazzled, uncomfortable, unwilling to do my work. It's so easy. It's made it so much easier to live my life.
Everybody smiles and says good morning. These gentlemen, I don't know him that well, the second gentleman. He's just a pleasant person to work with, to be around. And everybody at this table, I have that same common thread with everybody. So if a whole company does that, like people before me mentioned, the stress is gone. The drama, the attitudes, all that negativity stuff is gone. But it's just amazing that it came to my attention that everybody at this table, we have that common thread.
So when do you take the exam?
Tomorrow morning.
Tomorrow morning?
Yeah. Studied with Brian today.
And how's he doing? Does he seems like he...
Yeah, he's smart.
I think Transcendental Meditation has really helped us maintain our high quality of people, but also helped attract new people to our company. And that's because we're a little unique, because we invest in people. We care about people, and TM is part of our healthcare program. It's given free to everyone after just 3 months of being here. And people immediately feel that this is a unique company, that they care about me, they're investing in me, they want me to succeed, and they realize that people need those tools. And the best tool that I have found that really develops the whole individual is the Transcendental Meditation program.
I would say that teaching your employees to meditate is probably the fastest, easiest, and least expensive way of getting more out of your workers than you could ever imagine.
You will be kicking yourself after you do the program to think that you hadn't done it years before, because it is so dramatic in giving you a leg up on every area of your life.
I know it sounds like it can't possibly be true, but I'm telling you, as a guy who was just as skeptical as you were, that it changed immediately, almost immediately, right afterwards, and every person on my staff has come up to me and thanked me for it. And we've had a few people retire, and they still meditate to this day, and they still call and say, that was the best thing the tower ever did for me. So you want your productivity to be up, you want your own health benefits, health to be better, do it.